and welcome to this session on ALE Network Solution, SASE and SD-WAN. I'm Sandra Rawalison, and I'm your host for today's session, which will last about 45 minutes. So before we start, per usual, few reminders. First, this webinar is currently being recorded. If that's an issue for you, you can disconnect right now. Of course, the presentation that will show you will be available on the handout section, control panel. And third, during this presentation, all your lines will be muted, but don't worry, you can still ask questions at the end of a presentation with a live Q&A. So today we have in this webinar, Anna Martello, our business line manager, and John Folkering, sorry, John, technical director, EMEA of Versa Network. So at the end of the presentation, like I said, you can take your chance to ask or share any comments and questions around the solutions on the GoToWebinar control panel. And we'll take a few minutes to answer them. So for now, there's a little poll for you. Let us know how familiar you are with the SASE and SD-WAN solutions. And then I'll leave the floor to Anna. All right, so I feel like everyone has answered the poll. Just wait a few seconds still, and then I'll close it. Okay. Yes, so I'll share the results. Anna, you're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I'll leave the floor to you, Anna.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. So let's start with the presentation. Okay, so in this webinar, what you are going to see is we are presenting one of the best and most complete networking and security offers for enterprises that you can find in the market as of today. And this is a result of a technological partnership between ALE, which is a market leader in enterprise networking and communications,
Yes.
and Versa Networks. Sorry?
Yes, sorry to interrupt you. Would you like to make any comments on the results of the poll?
If you can tell me what's the result, because I cannot see it.
Oh, you can't see the results?
No, I can't.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just letting you know that 36% of our attendees today have some knowledge and want to learn more. So that's perfect. And 23% it's their first contact with this technology, and 23% also they're an integrator or vendor of this solution.
Okay, that's very nice. We hope that with this presentation, we will be able to help you to introduce you into these technologies and to better understand what the solutions can do for you, and what we as providers of the solution, how we can help you to understand and to deploy these technologies in your company or to integrate them. Okay, so thank you for your answering. So yeah, let's move then with the agenda of the session that we are covering today. As what I was saying, this is we have made an alliance between ALI and Versa Networks. So in the first part of the session, we are going to explain what SASE and SD-WAN is and why it is important. So for you, those of you that are not familiar with these solutions, we'll do a first introduction of them. In the second part, we will go into details about specifically the ALI Versa joint offer. So which solutions are included, which are the key differentiators versus other vendors. And then we will conclude as typically with some key takeaways. Okay, so let's start with the market drivers about SASE. SASE is a booming market. And so we will see now which are the main drivers for this boom. Mainly, users and applications in today's enterprises are, let's say, no longer confined within the physical boundaries of a company building or a data center. Instead of that, most companies are embracing hybrid work styles where these employees, these users, need to access the corporate data and applications from anywhere, either from a main office, at a remote branch, from home, even from traveling. And not only these users are employees, but we also have visitors, customers, IoT devices that have to connect to the network and access services from anywhere, anytime. So this trend has accelerated the shift to the cloud. While some corporate applications can still be installed in the company data center, more and more services are now delivered by software as a service applications from the public cloud. And also employees need also services from free applications that could be in the internet. No? So the network boundary has become distributed and mobile, and for this reason, services and security cannot be static and tied to a specific site or to a certain user profile. Both security and performance of these distributed services are paramount for an excellent user experience and for a productive workforce. So in this context of mobility and shift to the cloud, Gartner created this concept, SASE, or Secure Access Service Edge, in 2019. SASE is an architectural framework to properly address the networking and the security challenges of this client-to-cloud era. SASE is not just a solution or a protocol, it is an umbrella or an entire package of networking and security technologies that includes, among others, the SD-WAN. SD-WAN, which stands for Software Defined WAN, delivers virtual WAN architecture with centralized control, with the aim to simplify the control and the management of these IT infrastructures. So in summary, SASE aims to provide secure access regardless of where the users, the data, applications, or devices are located. And SD-WAN provides simplified management and deployment of these networking and security services in the branch offices. With these new uses of usage of the network, have driven this network transformation from traditional ones to the SASE and SD-WAN based networks. As you know, WANs or wide area networks are networks that expand over a wide geographical area and are typically used by corporations, for enterprises, and also by small businesses across all industries to connect branch offices and remote sites with the main headquarters or the main data centers of the company. In a traditional one, the remote offices connect to the corporate headquarters through dedicated MPLS circuits. And with the SD-WAN, all sites are connected through internet, and also SD-WAN provides the flexibility to combine and still MPLS connectivity or circuits with internet connections in mixed architectures. In traditional ones, the remote users or teleworkers connect through VPN tunnels to a VPN concentrator, which is located at the corporate data center. With SASE, remote users use also cloud-based security services for direct and secure access to the central offices, to remote sites, and also to the cloud applications. In traditional ones, the internet and cloud public access here is centralized also at the enterprise data center. With the SASE and SD-WAN solution, all the sites and the remote workers have direct access to the internet through the secure gateways in the cloud. And also we have the possibility to deliver mixed architectures where some of the sites are, let's say, centralized through the data center, and other sites have direct access to the internet. So with this transformation, clear benefits of the SASE and SD-WAN versus the traditional ones are cost savings in these connectivity circuits. Is also other benefit is the optimization of the connectivity between the sites and the elimination of the bottlenecks here at the corporate data center. So because of this transformation, the SASE is a growing market since 2019. And this growth has been accelerated in the last 2 years because of the pandemic, because the increase of the work from home or work from everywhere, and the shift to the cloud that has been imposed somehow by the pandemic. So Gartner predicts an average growth at 42% in the next few years for the SASE market, reaching a global $11 billion market by 2024. So with this increase of the teleworkers and the cloud-based applications, Gartner reports forecast that at least 40% of the enterprise will have explicit strategies to adopt SASE in the following years. And they also predict that 20% of the enterprises will adopt cloud security services from the same vendor. So clearly a growing market, new technology trends. So to properly answer to these trends, Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise and Versa Networks have joined forces. As I said before, Ali is a market leader for enterprise communications. Ali provides digital age networking, communications, and cloud solutions with flexible business models in the cloud, on premises, or hybrid. Versa Networks is a recognized leader of SASE and SD-WAN solutions, and combining extensive security, advanced networking in the cloud, on premises, or as a blend combination of both possibilities, with the objective to meet the SASE requirements for small to extremely large enterprises. So this partnership was announced in November 2021. Here you have the press release for the announcement. And with this partnership, or through this partnership, Ali has enriched its portfolio by incorporating the SASE and SD-WAN solutions from Versa Networks. So in summary, through this alliance with Versa Network, Ali has become an overall provider of next generation networking and security solution end-to-end, meaning that we provide this type of solution not only across the LAN and wireless LAN, which is our, let's say, focus business, but also through the WAN for all types of enterprises. So we are going to take now a closer look at the Versa SASE and SD-WAN solutions that are being offered by Ali. And for this, I will leave the floor to John Volkerin, who is today with us from Versa Networks. So John, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the great overview and introduction. So yeah, in the next few minutes, we're going to spend a bit more time on the details of what compromises this solution. As Anna pointed out, it will be incorporated two main umbrellas. That is an SD-WAN part, as well as it is a cloud security or an SASE part. So what is important to realize is that the service is being offered from the cloud. So if you as a business partner, you intend to either resell this technology to your customers, or you like to offer this solution as a managed service to your customers. Both options are possible. The initial investment is minimal because the solution is offered from the cloud, right? So, we establish a partnership, you get access to our cloud portal, and from there you can start, reselling or providing managed services on those services. In the next slide, I'm going to point out a little bit more in detail on, the differences between the solutions. First, we're gonna speak about the SD-WAN part. As you may know, SD-WAN, and as Anna pointed out in her introduction, SD-WAN basically provides a solution to connect offices, connect offices over internet typically. However, MPLS is still possible, right? So if the customer insists of keeping their MPLS, or if the customer likes to use MPLS during the migration until they're fully to internet, that can be done. Both solutions, both underlay technologies could in parallel operate together, and you take the benefits of both of them as long as they are connected. What is important to point out also is that SD-WAN is a technology that is has a perfect fit for using other means than wired underlays, in particular also LTE or 5G like underlays to be connected for branch connectivity. So what you may realize is that offices are moving, especially now post pandemic. We hear from customers that they're closing offices because they want to move to smaller offices. They need less office footprint. So there is a lot of churn in this area. If a company moves to another office, then very often the enablement of that office is being slowed down because of the availability of proper connectivity to that location. Because SD-WAN is an overlay technique, we basically can leverage any type of connectivity to connect that office to the wide area network that interconnects those other branches of that company. So we see quite often happening that customers basically use LTE only connectivity to connect offices, sometimes permanent, sometimes temporarily, until there is a fixed line alternative available. So that's very important. The software-defined branch also allows you to connect cloud workloads. So as part of the digital transformation, as Anna pointed out, enterprises are moving their workloads into the public cloud. With the Versa technology and also supported in the Titan offering that we have together with Alcatel-Lucent enterprises, it allows also if the enterprise move their workloads into in a public cloud environment such as AWS or Azure, to instantiate a cloud instance of the software-defined branch into these private workloads in order to provide seamless and smooth connectivity to the rest of the network, right? So that's an important characteristic. The next bullet is the advanced security. I think that's one of the things where Versa differentiates a lot. The SD-WAN solution by itself is not just about connectivity. It's also about providing advanced security options in the branch or using the SASE framework in the cloud. But since this slide is about SD-WAN, I want to point out the specific capabilities that we can do in the branch. So you can restrict access to certain applications. For example, you may not want customers to, enter, gaming websites, or you can name any other types of category where your customer may not be, your end user may not be, allowed to work from when they actually work from the office, and that can be restricted using the advanced security features. Furthermore, we can also enable things like intrusion protection. If the customer is somehow being tried to be compromised for attacks from internet, or antivirus or malware protection, right? If the users on the network can download files that are infected, the advanced security, which actually sit in the CPE, in the software-defined branch, can block that. Connecting to SaaS, a very important use case for SD-WAN. As you all know, the enterprise industry has heavily adopted using standardized applications in the cloud. We all know Office 365. We all know applications like Salesforce.com or SAP that are very often being offered from the cloud. SD-WAN, because it uses typically as the internet as a primarily connectivity to interconnect offices. The same internet can also be used to provide optimized connectivity to those SaaS applications. And last but not least, I mentioned that networking and security can be complex. We realize that often, enterprises, or maybe even VARs like yourself, may not be competent or comfortable in managing advanced networking and security. The Versa Titan solution comes with an intuitive user portal that basically, in a very simple single pane of glass, allow you to configure complex networking and security services. Next slide, please, Anna. So where the previous slide was about SD-WAN, this slide is about the SASE part of things. Again, SASE is about cloud security. In this specific item, this is also sometimes known as SSE, Secure Service Edge. So SASE and Secure Service Edge are more or less the same thing, where SASE is a little bit broader, where it typically also includes the SD-WAN part. So yeah, just to educate you a bit on terminology. So the SASE details, as you can highlight on the slide, basically compromises two different components. It's providing a remote access capability of the user that works from home in a secure way to applications that are provided on-prem. So that can be done through an approach of a zero trust network access. In a typical remote access solution, you have a client installed on your computer or your mobile phone. Then you dial in into the network. You typically dial in into an on-prem based remote access service. In the Versa SASE framework, this remote access service is actually hosted by Versa in the cloud, so no needs to make installations of very specific hardware components. It's just a service that is being consumed from the cloud, so it can be instantiated instantly. And the zero trust network access component basically allows you to grant access to only things that the user is supposed to have access to based on his user profile. Yeah, so if the user is part of the financial department, then the zero trust network access will by default block all its connectivity except to the applications that are relevant for this user, which are related to his work in the finance department. Right, and if the user is in a different department, you can select, different types of applications where you would like this particular user to be, have connection to, but nothing else, right? And again, in comparison on the, legacy way of providing remote access, once you have connectivity to the enterprise, then you have access to all the services in the enterprise. But with zero trust network access, we kind of restrict that to only the things that they need to have access to. And the next big pillar in the SASE part is what we call the Secure Web Gateway, or SWIC. So this is a cloud-based firewall, a cloud-based security, where basically all the traffic that is coming from either the remote user, right? So the remote user that wants to surf the internet is going through this gateway and is being inspected by what he's doing, based on his profile. He may not get access to certain things, but more important in context of SWG is that all the traffic is being expected for malicious activities using advanced security functions. This is for the remote user, but this is also for the traffic that is generated from the enterprise WAN and designated to internet. So all traffic from and to the trusted network is being inspected by a cloud-based security function. The big benefits of hosting this in the cloud is really that you have no worries about life cycle managing these technologies. It just is there. It's been operated by us. We ensure that you get maximum security being offered as part of the service, and it allows you as an user of this solution to basically customize the features and capabilities to your own needs. Next slide, please. And that's done through this portal, right? So the portal comes with a web GUI as well as with an app. From the app, you can pretty much do the same things as what you can do from the web portal. That means that you have easy access in an intuitive way to all the networking and security needs of your network, of your service. If you intend to, if you are a value-added reseller, or maybe you intend to be a managed service provider, then we can offer also a similar portal that gives you access to multiple customers, right? So your NOC or your support center can, with one login, can basically manage all your customers that consume this service from you. So it's an intuitive way to have the customers doing self management, but also allow our partners, your partners, to basically consume this service as an managed service. So it allows your partners to basically provide value-added services other than just moving boxes or selling software licenses. You really can, by using this portal, provide a value-added service. Next slide, please. So what are the advantages? I think many of them, I hope that they have become very obvious, but of course, cost savings, right? In several means. By using SD-WAN compared to legacy networking services like MPLS services from service providers, the cost savings can be significant. Everything is cloud hosted, so cost savings can be made because there is no need to maintain and operate a dedicated environment to provide SD-WAN or security services. It can all be consumed from the cloud. Cost savings can be made because it's been made easier to operate those services. So the time you take to basically configure the network or configure the firewall can be reduced. Business agility. What I did not point it out, but what is quite an important aspect in SD-WAN is a concept of zero-touch provisioning. So you basically no longer need to be a very skilled engineer to configure a router on site. No, you just do that in the cloud, and then you send the router on site, and you push the configuration to it automatically as soon as it connects to internet. So that brings down the time to deploy a new site significantly. Also, the solution allows to push configuration changes in bulk. So, for example, if you like a firewall change to be deployed in many different locations at the same time, it can be done. So, all means to improve the business agility for your customer. Digital transformation, this is very often a driver for having all these kind of discussions. So now the users are working from anywhere, no longer from the office. Applications are moving to the cloud. So the network, either when the user are working from home or when the user is still in the office, need to adapt to those needs, from where they are, but also from what they do. As I said, applications are moving into the cloud, so the network needs to be tuned in order to provide optimal connectivity to those cloud services as well. And last but not least, of course, improved performance, right? Improved performance because we provide optimal connectivity to the cloud applications, right? By, for example, providing a local internet breakout from every branch to internet, or breaking out to internet from the location that provides the most performing connectivity to a particular SaaS. But also improving performance because the service is being cloud hosted, right? So you no longer have to worry about scale. Scale is being managed by us, who is operating this cloud service for you. Next slide, please.
Okay.
That
Thank
concludes.
you.
Yeah, that's back to you.
I will take over from here. So far, thanks, John, we have seen and presented the SASE SD-WAN concepts, the Versa solution, as you have seen in the latest slides. So let's see now the value of the join in the Ali Versa offer. For Ali, as we are enlarging, as I said before, our portfolio with the SASE and SD-WAN solution, and this means that we can cover now the enterprise security and networking needs, not only for the LAN and wireless LAN segment, which are our core business, but also for the WAN. So we can build end-to-end networking and security solutions for multi-site enterprises with several branch offices and with mobile workforce. So here, as you can see on this slide, customer topology through this network blueprint. So we can have here typically a headquarter and a data center that is hosting in-house corporate applications, storage servers, and other servers for general services, such, for example, the telephony that we can provide also through our communication solutions, OXE. We can have, or we typically will have several branch offices or remote sites with different size and criticality. In these branch offices, employees and IoTs will connect locally to the network, either through wire or through wireless connectivity. Then we can have the hybrid workers, teleworkers, mobile workforce, all of them connecting with their laptops, tablets, smartphones from anywhere. So in this case, all employees here in the central office, at the branch offices, or working remotely, all of them must have secure access to the corporate applications and the services that can be hosted here in the data center, as well as to the public cloud and to the software as a service applications that are being used by the enterprise. The headquarters and the branch offices with our joint solution, the headquarters and the branch offices will connect to the internet via the Versa Titan SD-WAN solution, as John has explained before. We will have the Versa appliance deployed in the sites, and for critical sites such as the headquarters or large branches, we can deploy redundant connectivity and redundant services with two appliances in high availability. Inside the different locations, the LAN and the wireless LAN, it's made or built with ALI switches and with Stellar access points to provide the LAN and wireless LAN connectivity. Here, the Versa Cloud Gateways provide secure connectivity from the cloud to the public cloud and to the software as a service applications. So all of the users, remote workers, can connect securely to the corporate network and also to the public cloud through the Versa SASE client that is installed in their mobile devices. Finally, and also very importantly, the complete solution, the complete network is centrally managed from the cloud with two cloud-based management platforms, the OmniVista Cirrus, which is the management platform from the cloud for ALI, for the LAN and wireless LAN, and with the Titan portal from Versa for the SD-WAN and SASE part of the solution. Here on the right hand of the slide, you have different equipment from ALI and from Versa that can be proposed to build this end-to-end architecture. So we have here the different core and access switches, the Stellar wireless LAN that we can provide from Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, and the communication networking management system. And also for the Versa network, we have the different SD-WAN and SASE components of the solution. So with the Versa, with the ALI Versa offer, we provide several advantages to our end customers and the partners. First of all, which is important, is that ALI becomes a one-stop shop for all the customer networking and security needs. And ALI is also a single point of reference for our partners to cover procurement, maintenance, support, etc. ALI also provides, with this solution, provides next generation security end-to-end from the LAN and wireless LAN with our Zero Trust network multi-layer security that our partners know very well. And we also provide now with Versa, we provide the SD-WAN and the SASE security solutions for branches and for remote workers. There is also an optimization of the network resources and an improved quality of the experience for end users with intelligent traffic routing that now can be optimized across LAN, wireless LAN, and the WAN. So end-to-end optimization of the traffic routing thanks to the ALI and Versa specific solutions for this part of the network. There is also, as very importantly, a centralized cloud-based management for the complete solution with OmniVista Cirrus and with the Titan platform, portal platforms. So both platforms are hosted in the cloud, support multi-tenancy, and provide also co-management options for the partners and customers. And finally, and this is also an interesting point, is that the complete solution can be offered in software as a service subscription model. Okay, all the Versa Titan SASE and SD-WAN solution is delivered in software as a service. And also with ALI, we have both possibilities to offer the solution in CapEx or to offer the solution LAN and wireless LAN in software as a service with our network as a service model. If we look at the customer that are more suitable to adopt this type of solutions, you have here a summary of the customer profiles that would be interesting in looking into our offer, into our proposal. This could be enterprises with branch offices from very few branches, as little as 5 or less, to several thousands. We can cover the needs of this type of enterprises. Enterprises with teleworkers, mobile workforce, hybrid workforce, as we have explained with the SASE solutions. Enterprises that are spread across national or even regional, international geo solutions, geo businesses. as Titan is a public cloud-based solution, we are focusing, or we are aiming to customers that are oriented to public cloud and to software as a service applications. We look also to enterprises with preference for internet connectivity ones, and also we can aim to customers that want to keep MPLS circuits with internet local breakout and at different branches. Also, our offer can be interesting, or is interesting for enterprises with limited or no IT staff at all, that still needs a full-fledged security and SD-WAN solution, but they require that this solution is easy to deploy and manage. Here you have a summary of the Titan differentiator versus solution from other vendors. As of today, Titan is the unique all-in-one integrated SASE and SD-WAN solution in subscription mode. It is designed for quick deployment and very simple management. It's fully cloud-based and fully optimized to meet the requirements of the vast majority of enterprises, from small to very large, at a very competitive price. So I would say that in summary, our joint offer is intended for small, mid-sized, and large enterprises which have multiple sites, or have work from anywhere requirements or needs. And typical sectors that we cover with our joint solution are retail, healthcare, transportation, industrial, among other sectors. You know that at Ali we have a verticalized offer, so with Versa we can keep this verticalized offer. And we will see now in the following slides some real use cases where the Titan solution has been deployed. So to illustrate all the solutions that we have presented today, we have this first case is a retail customer with 1,500 employees and 145 sites. This customer needed secure access to public clouds and to their corporate software as a service applications from all the sites, all the shops that they need to cover. They also require that some aspects of the solution could be monitored and managed by non-IT expert staff. So the proposal was from Ali Versa is migrating from their existing MPLS infrastructure to an internet SD-WAN with local breakout at all the sites. With this, they got a simpler solution than the one that they have previously, and they achieve also significant cost savings in the connectivity. As they do not have IT staff in the shops, they can rely on the partner to manage the SD-WAN on their behalf, and they also have some co-management functionalities that allow them to monitor and to manage certain aspects of the solution. The second case I want to present you is from the public sector. So this customer is a city council in the UK with more than 100 locations. Their objective was to enable a move from their existing MPLS infrastructure to internet connectivity. They want also to add security, get improved access to the cloud-hosted data, and all in all, they want a solution that was easy for their in-house IT team to manage. So they decided a replacement of the existing MPLS-based one with Titan SD-WAN. They needed local internet breakout at each site. What we have said that can be done easily with Titan SD-WAN. And also after the deployment and after they start using the solution, the customer highlights, first of all, the fast and quick deployment of the SD-WAN, as well as how this new infrastructure has reduced their connectivity costs with a ROI of less than 12 months in some of the locations. And the third case I want to present is a manufacturing company with 3,000 hybrid workers. So in this case, the primary requirement was to address security-related challenges for these existing hybrid working scenarios. They wanted a solution that secure the traffic, the internet traffic for all their customers, their users, even if they're working from the central office, from a remote location, or at home. They want that they have security features like secure internet access with web filtering, anti-malware, and visibility of all the remote user traffic. So the Titan SASE solution met all the customers' requirements with a pure software as a service, cloud-based solution. And this has the advantage that it doesn't require any hardware to buy, to deploy, and to maintain, and could be put into production immediately, just by activating the subscriptions. So we are at the end of the presentation. As a conclusions, I would leave you with a few key takeaways. First of all, what we are offering. We are offering the Versa Titan solution for SASE and SD-WAN to better position ALI in the networking and the security landscape with a recognized solution for the small, mid, and large enterprises market segments that we typically address with our networking solutions. Why this offer is interesting for end customers? Because it is an end-to-end solution for all the security and networking requirements. It is cloud-based, SASE and SD-WAN, which is simple to manage, and we offer it at a very competitive price compared with other vendor solutions. And why this offer is interesting for ALI partners? Because they can enlarge their portfolio with this SASE and SD-WAN solution and expand their addressable market with this new offer directly from ALI without the complexity of dealing with an additional vendor, because through ALI they can acquire the solution and they can manage all the requirements of it. And also this SASE SD-WAN offer allows our partners to offer more services to their own customers, as we have seen that we offer the possibility for co-management and multi-tenancy for service providers. With this, we have reached the end of the presentation, but before jumping to the Q&A, I want to leave with you some very useful links. This one is the SASE and SD-WAN dedicated web page on the ALI website that you can access through this link. Then you have here a link to download the ALI Versa offer brochure with a summary of the solution and the benefits of it. And here in this link, you can access our spacewalk Spacewalkers Like community website, where you can find a video for demonstrating the Titan SD-WAN solution. So here, Sandra, we can go to the Q&As if there are questions in the Q&A panel.
Yes, I'll scroll through the questions. Thank you, Anna and John, for this very insightful presentation. Before we switch to the Q&A, I'm just going to start another poll. If you'd like to be contacted by a representative or an expert to learn more and explore further the topic. So while you want answering this poll, I've put in the handout sections the brochure and the presentation of today, and we can still answer some questions. So here we go. What's the difference between SASE and SSE?
Yeah, I can take that. I think I explained that in my presentation, but SASE is really SSE plus SD-WAN, right? That is per definition of Gartner, and SSE is only the cloud-based security.
Thank you. Another question is, does the solution comply with GDPR requirements?
You can take this one.
Yeah. You like to take it, Anna, or?
No, I want to say that, yeah, it's completely compliant with GDPR standards. All the ILE solutions proposed for networking and communications are compliant with the GDPR. And John, you can confirm that, but I guess that I assume that also Versa, SASE, and SD-WAN are GDPR.
Yeah, that's correct. You can. It's hosted in Europe, and you can visit the Versa website to find proof on our GDPR compliancy.
Okay. Next question is, will the Versa portal be integrated in ALE OmniVista Cyrus?
Okay, I can take this one. At this point, there is no such an integration, but we have a roadmap to do it. Okay, so no, at this point you need the two different portals, the OmniVista Cyrus on one side and the Versa portal on the other. On the other is ALE branded, by the way. But we have in roadmap for along this year and possibly starting this year to do some level of integration between the two management platforms.
Okay, thank you. Is it only ALE to resell Versa or Versa to resell ALE products as well?
Today is ALE reselling Versa only.
Yeah, we are a software vendor, right? So we are not an value-added reseller of any kind. So we do not, we manufacture our own software, and we like to bring that to market through our partners like ALE.
Yes. So you were talking about the partnership. Someone is saying they understand that it's a partnership between ALE and Versa. So what about any technical integration between ALE and Versa?
That's related with the other question about OmniVista Cyrus and Titan Portal. As of today, there is no further, let's say, technical integration, but there are technical integrations in roadmap in the future, starting with certain integration level between the management platforms, and then we will see other integrations that they are needed or required by our customers in the future. But as I have said, possibly there is no need of a grid level of integration. We are joining two different portfolios, two different level of solutions, which is the WAN, SD-WAN and SASE, and the LAN and wireless LAN that are complementary. So we are providing the whole solution to the market. But yeah, in the roadmap, we will introducing certain integration levels, technical integration levels as needed in the future.
All right, no further questions. Let me check again. Oh. Questions. Oh, another one. What about the country availability for the cloud offerings? Is it going to be expanded or limited to the current limited ALE ones?
Okay, regarding that, we are working to expand that limit. We say when we launched the offer to the market in November, we launched it with a limit availability regarding the geography, the countries where we make the offer available to 7 countries in Europe. We are expanding that offering to other countries. Indeed, we are already working opportunities in other countries like Brazil, Indonesia, and some other countries. So we are expanding that as soon as we have more opportunities. In general, there is no problem to work in another countries, because either Versa and Ali we cover worldwide. Most of the countries we can deliver our solutions. So the joint offer will be available in all the countries where the Ali and the Versa solutions are available as of today, separately, let's say.
All right. Thank you, Anna and John, for your time. Thank you all for your attention. And also, our next webinar will be held on July 7 and 12. We will tackle Wi-Fi 6E. So
there is another question by Frederick. I don't know if you see it, Sandra. How the security part is positioning compared to Umbrella and allocated security options?
Oh, yes.
Umbrella, I don't know, John, if you are familiar with Umbrella.
Yeah, I guess it's been referred to Cisco Umbrella Cloud Security Services. Cisco Umbrella Cloud Security is a lot focused on DNS only. We do DNS, but also a lot more, right? So we do advanced threat prevention, we do DLP, we do next generation firewall, we do CASB, inline CASB, as well as API-based CASB. So it's always difficult to compare, apples with apples. But generally speaking, the offering that that Versa has with Ali is much more comprehensive than Cisco Umbrella, as it's been limited to to DNS only, or maybe DNS with some other components. That's not say DNS only, but it's definitely more limited than that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. So I think we've asked all the questions. Yes. Thanks again, Anna and John, and all the attendees for your time and attention. See you soon.
Okay, thank you everyone for spending this time with us. Hope the webinar has been useful and interesting.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.